Welcome to the mat. Today will be a short practice geared towards those of you who get headaches, chiefly stress and tension headaches, if you know what type of headache you get. So what you will need for this practice is a big old pillow or a yoga bolster. That would be ideal. Anything that you can sit on, and we're also going to use this underneath our backs. And then you will need a firm yoga block. I really like the blocks from Hugger Mugger. They're the only ones I found that are firm enough. So if you have a really squishy one, you can see if that'll do the trick, but we're using it as a massage tool today, so we want it somewhat firm. You could also press pause and go grab a cookbook or a textbook or something with a nice edge on it that's somewhat firm. All right, so we will start today's practice with your big old bolster or your big old pillow down on your mat along the line of the mat, so it'll be in a vertical orientation, and we're gonna lay over it. Before I lay down though, if you don't have something like this, you could also roll up your mat really tight, and I'll just grab another one. Roll it up really tight and lay that in the vertical direction with the folded side down, and lay your spine along that. Leave some space between whatever you have and your hips. So several inches, maybe up to half a foot for your low back. And then roll your mid back and your upper back down and your head down on that prop. If your head isn't touching something, that's not going to be good if you have headaches or neck pain. So grab something else, a block, another pillow, and put that underneath the head. Start with your knees bent. And find your happy place on your mat. You might like your knees to drop together. Move the arms out along the sides. Give your armpits some breathing room and flip so the palms face up. Wiggle the shoulder blades down your back and towards each other so you get a supported chest opener. If your head is supported and you notice that it's really cranking back like so, then you want to grab a folded blanket or something to give your head some more height. So that might be the case if you have more of a rounded upper back. First and foremost, before we do any stretches, tune your awareness into your body. Make the lighting low in your space, and take the light away further by closing the eyes. But notice the tendency for excess tone and tension in the face. So if I tell you to close your eyes, you might automatically do so by clenching the eyes closed. Let the eyelids barely touch. Corners of the eyes relax and widen. In between the eyebrows softens. If this is still too much light for your headache, you can take a Kleenex, or if you have an eye pillow, a sock, a sleeve of your jacket, something like that, put it over your eyes. We'll be here for a bit so you have time. Release the tension all the way around each eyeball. Once more. Take a swallow through the throat. Feel yourself leaning the weight of the head back. Trust the support underneath you. It feels as though the head is sinking back, making a mold and an imprint in sand or in a memory foam pillow. If you're not sure if you're totally relaxed there, then wiggle your head side to side. Roll on the back of the head slightly. Unclench the jaw. Bottom teeth no longer touch the upper teeth. Space in the mouth, space in the throat, space for the breath to move. Tongue peels off the roof of the mouth, barely resting the tip of the tongue on the backs of the upper teeth. Drop the weight of the shoulders, the neck, the head all at once. Release the weight of both arms. Deep belly breaths. Encourage the breath to broaden and to flow easily. If your mind focuses too much on the feeling of neck pain or headache, then focus on the breath. Focus on that instead. Whatever's been burdening you today, envision on your exhale, letting that go. For the time being, let it go. Or forever, let it go. Inhale in gratitude. Exhale out frustration. Inhale in joy. Exhale out anger. Inhale in peace. Exhale out anxiety and stress. One more of your own creation. Now, before you even move, listen to how I'd like you to get up. Because we're trying to keep our necks relaxed and our shoulders as well, keep the same amount of relaxation and just roll to your side. Roll to your side off of your prop. Let your hands support you as you roll off. Wiggle off the prop. Take a moment, and then you can reach back if you're able and just shove that out of the way. We can move it further out of the way when we sit up. Now, instead of cranking up with the head first, push with the arms, let the head dangle. Keep it relaxed as you trickle up to a seat. Then use the hands on the side of the head to lift your head up so the neck muscles don't have to work so hard. All right. Open your eyes at least a little bit and find your prop. that you want to sit on. Now, I should say before we go any further, we will be doing a face massage at some point, so if you feel more comfortable having your hands freshly washed, then press pause, stay with the breath, and go wash them and come back. All right. Tuck your chin down to your chest. Feel the weight of the head pull you down. Keep the rest of your body up tall. Shoulders sigh off the ears. Trace the collar of your shirt as you bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then chin back down, rolling chin to chest, then right ear to right shoulder. And keep going very slowly. I'd encourage you, as part of the mental practice, to try to move slower, more mindfully. Keep going side to side. Use the weight of the head and the weight of gravity to help you breathe. Keep breathing. Keep the jaw unclenched. Keep the face soft. And the next time you bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, stay there. Eyes closed or eyes softly open. Drop the left shoulder down away from the ear. It's funny how it wants to come up. Separate the upper and lower teeth. Trace the line of stretch all the way up the side of the neck and see how far it goes. And similarly, trace with your mind and your attention down to the shoulder and see how far the stretch goes there. Now notice, is your chin tucked down towards the armpit, towards the chest? Is your chin jutting out towards me or up to the ceiling? I want you to point the chin straight forward, nose pointed straight forward rather than up or down. Opening of the ear faces the shoulder as we stay for one more breath. Make it count. Big deep belly breath. Exhale, releasing the stresses and worries of your day off of your shoulders. Seriously. Now, rotate the head, point the chin down towards the armpit, nose down towards the armpit. If this aggravates or pinches anything, go back to the last position. But if you can stay here, you'll notice that this stretches somewhere new in the neck. It might even feel like that muscle is bulging out. Deep breath. Exhale, sigh. Then rotate, opening of ear back towards shoulder. Now, stick the chin out as you sort of turn the chin just a smidge up towards the ceiling. Ooh, these muscles are a bunch of little muscles that get very tight when we breathe up into our chest, which happens, funnily enough, when we are stressed. Bring the chin back to neutral, head, the chin down to the chest. Roll the head to the other side. Grab the sides of the head for a second, actually, and lift the head up. And then just bobble the head around and feel the tension or tone or sensation in the right side of the neck. And notice if that feels different than the left side of the neck. Chin back down to chest, and then right ear towards right shoulder. Sigh the shoulders off the ears. Remind yourself where you are on the yoga mat. Taking some time to very mindfully release the day, to be present, to breathe, to take care of ourselves. Separate the teeth. Instead of dropping the head straight down, can you feel some lengthening out to the right, like the neck is arcing up and over? Then if it feels good, rotate the head so the chin points down, more down towards the armpit. Each exhale, reminding the left shoulder to move down. Notice that each inhale takes some of the stretch off, and each exhale brings you back into the stretch. So we get a mini break, and we get some flow, some continuous movement. Turn the chin back to face straight out, and then jut the chin out. Out and a little bit up. You might feel this more in the front of your neck, the side and the front. 3 deep breaths. And then roll the head back down, chin to chest. Grab the sides of the head, lift up to a seat. And here's where we'll do a massage. So you might want to switch the crossing of your legs, wiggle your toes, adjust your position on your seat, and after this we'll do some more arm stretches. Peace fingers go to the temples, which are at the sides of the eyes. It's where there's a divot, a little dimple, and take circles. So notice with eyes closed, to help your awareness, or eyes fixated on a point, that you're pulling more than skin. So push in until you're pulling the shape of the eyes more pointed. You're pulling muscle, skin, and switch directions. Good. Pointer fingers come to the bridge of the nose, either side of the bridge of the nose, at the corner of the eyes. Pull down, straight down with pressure, and then under the eye sockets, out to the temples again. Half circle. Big inhale in as you do this. Then thumbs between the eyebrows, massage your third eye. This concentration point. If we're two in our heads, then this spot could need some love. Lift the thumbs up above the eyebrows, trace around the eyebrows and down to the temples. Like two rainbows. Back to the center, the third eye, up and above the eyebrows and out. Then, hands, palms face your face. Tap underneath the eye socket. From the cheeks, tap over here, near the opening of your ear. Tap, 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 tap. If you have allergies, this should feel really nice, what we're about to do. Tap to loosen up congestion. You can tap above your eyebrows as well. Basically tapping the sinuses. And then back to the bridge of the nose. Pull under the eye sockets out to the temple. Maybe do that again. And lastly, 3 fingers on each side. Go near the opening of the ear where there's this little flap. If you feel jaw tension, it's where you feel jaw tension. So explore this area, pull down. And then when you find a good spot, go in circles. Keep breathing. And the release will come back to some massage at the end. Move your prop out of the way. And come to hands and knees. A couple cat-cows. Belly low, pull the chest through. Round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale. Exhale as you round into the angry cat back. Re-engaging with the breath so we can flow it with us as we move in more static stretches. Come to neutral. And reach your right arm up to the sky. Thread it under the left. Plant the shoulder and the whole arm on the ground. Plant the side of the head on the ground. Use some support if you need it. Use the other hand like a kickstand to relieve pressure from the head or set more of the weight of the head down. Breathe into the side ribs as you stay. Attempt to make the weight even between the knees. Imagine you have a pillow here. Imagine you're laying your head on that cushy pillow. Slowly thread the arm back out, reach it up just for fun, and then switch. Left arm up. Exhale, take it through. Set down on the left side of the head. Square the hips. Weight even in the knees. Notice if this side is any different for you and soften up the skin at the temples, the jaw, the scalp, the back of the head. Side the shoulders off the ears. They don't need to work so hard. They're here just to hang out and stretch. One more breath. And then on an inhale, pull yourself up, reach the arm up, and both hands down. Spread the knees wider apart to the edges of the mat, big toes touch. And then set the elbows down by the sides of the head, prayer hands behind the head. So an adaptation of child's pose. Lean the hips back. This pulls you into a tricep stretch and an upper back stretch. Let your noggin and your forehead rest on the ground. That pressure actually might feel good. If you're not feeling anything in the upper back or the triceps, then wiggle the elbows closer by the sides of the head like you're squeezing a grapefruit. And pull the prayer hands back towards the base of the neck. Lean the weight back in the hips. Breathe into the upper back. Each inhale inflates. Each exhale releases burden. Send it into the earth. Send it away. Here for 2 more breaths, 2 more cycles. Straighten out the arms, pull yourself up, hands and knees, and find a seat again. Grab your prop. The prop just helps you sit up more comfortably. Bring the arms in front of your face, elbows bent. Cross the left on top. Give your chest some room to breathe. And bring the forearms as close together as you can. So you can be out here or anywhere in between. You might be able to wiggle the hands to touch. Elbows on the inhale rise about 1 inch or 2 at max. Exhale, they fall. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall. Imagine the head as a balloon on top of the neck. Move the arms as a unit, side to side. No rush. Then I'll turn to the side so you can see. Push the arms away from you as you round the upper back. Pull them in close. Push them away. Shoulder blades spread across the upper back and then pull it in. And lastly, chop the hands forward. Hinge the arms more straight. Release. Wiggle the arms and then find yourself on the other side. Your right arm is on top. Sit up tall. Soften the jaw. Inhale, elbows lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, just with the power of your breath. Side to side, arms as a unit. Then push arms forward, round upper back. Pull the arm bones back into the sockets. Sit up tall. One more time. Chop the arms forward, hinge forward. Release, shake out the arms. Left hand to the left side, fingertips is fine as well. Reach the arm up and over the right arm. Now dangle the head. Notice that there was that tendency to hold the weight of the head again. Dangle it. If you're doing a full yoga practice with standing poses, then you can use this dangling in a lot of those poses, in triangles, side angle, wide-legged forward fold. Push back up. Use momentum to help bring the head up and over. Side body stretch. Wiggle the head, shake it out to know that it is indeed relaxing. Push up and over, faster this time. Up and over. Once more. Up to a seat. Interlace the fingers behind your back. If you're unable to interlace the fingers, you can put fists together, squeeze the elbows back, or grab two spots on your shirt and use that instead. Shoulders pull down. Each breath softens the tone of the neck muscles from the inside out, through layers of muscle and tissue. Switch the crossing of the fingers, or just do this again. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Release. All right, comfortable seat. Switch the legs if necessary. One more thing to do here in seated, another massage. This time, we'll bring the hands to the sides of the neck, to the sides and back, and move the fingers like a hook. Hook in on either side of your spine and massage as you slide the fingers upwards. Go underneath your clothing, onto your skin, push through layers of muscle, and feel the muscle roll underneath. However far you can reach. And then on either side of the spine, move the hooked fingers up, up, up till you reach the base of the skull. Grab your head and pull up. Tuck your chin slightly. One more time from the base of the neck, pull up. Let that go. Okay, move the pillow out of the way. All that you'll need now is your book or your firm yoga block. Put it on the low level, so about this high, a couple inches. Roll down and place your head on the block. I'm going to show you. You want the lower edge of the block to be at the very base of your skull, where there's that little divot, again, another divot, or near where the hairline stops. Tuck your chin when you arrive. Feel it, that intensifies the pressure of the corner of your prop into your neck muscles. With the weight of your head leaning back and your low back comfortable, roll your head to the right. Dig the corner of that object into your neck muscles. Come about half of the way back towards center. Half of the way. And there should be a big ridge of muscle. What feels like muscle? Pause there. If you have allergies as you're doing this, it is not uncommon to feel a release of the sinuses down the back of the throat. It's kind of gross, but it is very satisfying. Roll almost all the way back to center and feel another tender spot. Hold there. It should be something you can breathe through. You're in charge of the pressure. Tuck your chin more. Release the weight of the head back more for more pressure. Do the opposite for less. Roll through center to the other side. Roll halfway back towards center. Pause when you feel that tender spot. Oh, yep. I'm getting some allergy stuff. Roll almost all the way back. Breathe. Come back to center, untuck the chin. You're welcome to stay here for our last bit of Shavasana, our last part of class. If you do decide to stay, then wiggle the neck long, long, long. You can keep the chin slightly tucked. The block essentially is providing traction for the neck. Or let go of your props, find a comfortable position. Close the eyes, soften the temples, re-soften scalp, in between eyebrows, jaw, cheeks, tongue, behind the ears. Slide breath down the back of the neck to the tops of the shoulders. Notice the difference. Release weight of the arms. Notice if anything in your body is tensing when it doesn't need to right now. Wiggle or exhale, or find some way to release. You can stay here as long as you would like. If you'd like to close out, practice with me. Again, roll off of your prop with your head relaxed. Roll to the side. Push the prop away. Push with the arms to come up to a seat. Head remains relaxed. Use the hands to help lift the head. Side the shoulders off the ears. Notice what a big difference there is. Hands to heart center. Thanks for making the time. From my heart to yours, namaste. One more thing that I will recommend to you is to find a minty smell, whether that's a diffuser, diffusing minty oil, or an icy hot sort of rub. I use Deep Blue from doTERRA. It is awesome. And rub that, if it's a cream, rub that along all the spots that we massaged on the neck and the upper back. Don't put it on your face. Don't get it near your face, or else you'll your eyes will water. It's pretty potent. So that can also help a lot. That's what I do in studios when I teach a class geared towards this. But anyway, if this helped you, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.